Hey there, all of my Virgo people out there. Sun, moon, and rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot card forecasts for the week starting November 3rd, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. So what's going on with your astrology weather for this week? Well, on the 3rd, we've got Mars in Cancer, creating an opposition to Pluto in Capricorn. And this is the first of several of these oppositions that we're going to be going through as we go through this next few months. And when we have Mars opposite Pluto, it's all about forcing long-resisted issues, things that people have not been wanting to take on, not wanting to make any productive work with, or people that have been actively resisting real change with. And for you, this could bring up some tension or even a full-on conflict in a social situation. This could be something around a friend, a friendship group, as it relates to you, or perhaps even as it relates to a partner or family situation. Whatever the case is, you need to be ready to take the situation on because, again, the people who are resisting this are the ones who are actually prolonging the conflict. On the 4th, we've got the Sun in Scorpio, trine to Saturn in Pisces. And this is a beautiful aspect because we are seeing new foundations for success being set up with and for you, likely with the help of some kind of ally, known or unknown, or maybe hidden, or something going on where an agreement, a contract, or an important commitment is getting a chance to be set to set up yourself and this ally and all involved for a win as we go through November. So that's what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. All right, Virgo, here is your tarot traffic. And it looks like for your Earth sector, when it comes to your work, job, and finances, you've got the Temperance card upright, which is all about a slow but consistent upward move as it relates to either a financial or professional circumstance. A lot of the times the Temperance card shows up not only to clean up or fix something that has been maybe off balance or wrong for some time, but we're also kind of taking a very important step this week when it comes to maybe some kind of advancement opportunity, whether this is maybe making you more popular at the workplace, bringing in more money, or maybe even getting you an opportunity to finally cross an important threshold as we go through the rest of November. Keep in mind with the Temperance card upright, this definitely has a feeling of your foot being in both worlds, but know that ultimately something is coming up this week to help push what has been immobile before in your favor. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. This week, there may be something that comes up where you can't really help. There is, likely with the Wheel of Fortune reversed here, some issues coming up around a friend, a contact, or a relative where they seem to be sort of the reason for their own problems. This can often show up where a person is either taking the wrong chances, they're being reckless, they're not doing their own due diligence, or minding their own P's and Q's. And this could be starting a fire in a corner of your social life. Be very careful with this card. This might be something where you have to be ready to kind of take some space from the situation, or if not that, you might be saving somebody this week who has somebody in their life putting them in this situation. For your challenge, you've got the Knight of Cups reversed. Be careful about Klingons this week. Be careful about stalker behavior, people breaching boundaries. A lot of the times the Knight of Cups reversed, we see an issue that could come up where somebody is attempting to dig their hooks in, even if they're trying to do it with very flattering or very loving behavior, seemingly loving behavior, but it's an act of parasitism, not love. This can often show up where, we kind of see coworkers, friends, friends, neighbors, people who want to worm their way into being close, but it's in a very invasive kind of way. And again, there is that feeling of sort of the stalker or somebody bringing too much of their business and too much of their lack of situational awareness to bear upon us. And you may have to be ready to cut some cords, especially if it's stirring up trouble. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Seven of Wands upright. And the Seven of Wands is indicating this week that you may find that a partner or a significant other is actually helping to turn a tide in your favor this week, fighting a battle on your behalf or helping you win a battle that you've been fighting, either side by side with them or on your own. With the Seven of Wands, there is some kind of news of a victory because of something a partner is doing, whether it is a deed, a change in tactic, or something that they're bringing to the table that's going to help you and them out. This can also indicate, with the Seven of Wands, a chronic problem or issue for you, or maybe you and a partner is getting beaten back by a partner this week. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, you might be meeting somebody or getting closer to somebody that actually does end up pulling off very much the same thing, whether you know it or not. And they may be offering themselves to help in some way or coming in that superhero form to do the deed right. And for your spiritual advice, when it comes to your guidance for the week, you've got the Magician card reversed. This week, you've got to be very careful about both manipulators and situations that really have nothing to do with you running the risk of taking too much space or taking up too much time and priority in your life. A lot of the times, the Magician card reverse can warn us about getting put in spaces where either A, we are taking on responsibilities or priorities or work that we don't have the skill, neither would it be good for us to even get involved in, or we need to be careful about getting manipulated by people who shouldn't be doing what they are doing. This can probably show up again, as we saw with the Wheel of Fortune reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed. I'm looking at those cards as maybe two of the potential issues that could come up here. But you've got to know when to say no, and you've got to know when to take your leave, take your space, and not take on responsibilities and priorities that probably, again, you don't have the qualification or the responsibility to take on. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, son of Celine, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.